So what we did is went in and negotiated with a venue and planned out like a whole month of July for just a bunch of upstate schools to go in there and get proms. So what's that run us? Like $2,000 to $3,000 each to throw these proms for these schools. But now we have so much attention. News channels have reached out to us. We got on the air today. One of our guys did a little, actually, I think it's airing right now. I'm missing it. It's 6:30. But got on the air today, got to talk about how we're helping and giving back. And that wasn't necessarily for just attention. Hey, we want more roofs, all of that, but it worked out. We got a storm last night. We're getting a storm right now. So it came back around. We did it because we wanted to give back to the community because we're blessed, because the community supports us, but it all comes around.
So let's talk about that for a second. Let's say I'm Joe Roofer, right? I'm running a roofing company. I want my company, Joe's Roofing, to have a presence online, okay? You gotta understand, people are not going to need you all the time. Okay, right? People aren't going to need roofers until they need them, right? But until then, you want to get their attention. That's how you have to approach social media. The media part of it is forgotten a lot of times. What is media? This right here is media. You guys could do something similar to this. Have a weekly program that you guys put on for your community. And you can bring in the mayor. You can bring in, council people. You can bring in business owners, other business owners, and talk about things that are going to help the community in a media form. And you control the narrative at that point, and you are the media for them.
Yeah, so our Facebook group is called Upstate Community. We actually started something called the Upstate Community Show, where we'll bring in, and we're, to be honest, not great about being consistent with this. Because we just get busy, and that's an excuse. I really should have one person set aside that does it every week, every Tuesday. But just go out there and say, hey, we leverage the group. Say, hey, we have 82,000 members. We'd like to put you in front of it to talk about your product. And when we started, we would go out to people. We say, hey, we have 82,000 people. The requirements are that you come on there. You don't pitch them on your product. You give away something for free. So it could be a gift card or anything like that. And if you're not an insurance agent or whatever, and you can discount your services if you own a tire shop or something like that, if you can give them a discount, then you offer them a discount for watching.
But it's education-based.
Right. And you'll pick somebody at the end of the show to give away the gift card to. Everybody else gets a discount for the next 2 weeks or whatever. So you drive business to them. But guess what? It puts eyes on Cornerstone because they're sponsoring the show, and they're getting discounts for all these people. Yep. And you're building relationships with these other businesses in the upstate.
Yeah, those businesses are going to refer work to you because they're thankful that you did this for them. And it's not.
Hold on. I want to stop real quick because one thing before Hunter went, John said he was like, it's a lot more difficult for contractors to become a subject matter expert in their field than it is a vendor to hop in and just go after them. So my question is, why do you think that? And B, why do you have that limiting mindset?
I'm telling you what I get from the contractors in general. Okay, contractors see the social media aspect as I'm going to post a picture of me on another roof today and expect to get some sort of lead through that photo for some reason. Like that's the average contractor post, right? Hey, it's a selfie on the roof and we got this one approved. Great. Then everyone's just like, okay.
Like that. It's because contractors add contractors. So when I was a professional development coach, guess who I added? Not other professional development coaches. Right. I maybe have the top 5 professional development coaches, but the people that I interacted with day to day were people that could drive business to me. Mm-hmm. Right? Like I'm friends with other attorneys, but you don't see me commenting on their shit every day.
I'm just telling you what a contractor's mindset is.
That, but what I'm saying is that's because they need to change their mindset.
Exactly. That's the whole point of this.
Contractor and I was watching this and I wanted to get one free job a month. So every 30 days I could count on a free job coming in. And I lived in an area where that was possible. And I think most areas it is. Mm-hmm. I would go out and I would every day comment, like, put an emoji. I don't care what you do. Have an interaction with 10 different real estate professionals' Facebook pages. Ask Troy Clymer about this. I told him last year. I said, I'm about to emoji my way to 50 million. Ask him. And literally, I did that. I literally did a year of emojis. Go back and look at Pate Smith's post on people's stuff from a year ago.
Yeah.
Sam Struthers said this, and
consistency, man. It's no different than being in the gym. If you're always out there, I use this example all the time. How many guys do you know in this industry that are super shitty? They screw people out of money, but they still do really well because they're consistently posting. They're consistently putting their content out there, putting their face out there. So people think that they're doing good, and they are doing good because they're consistent. They're always going to get business. It doesn't matter how many people talk bad about them, how many people they screw. And that's in any business. It's just like working out. If you're consistently going to the gym, even if you don't know what you're doing, you're still going to see gains. You're still going to be in better shape. You're still going to lose weight if you're putting in the work.
Right. And that's the key right there, is the consistency in finding out what works for you. If it's got to be a monthly show, do a monthly show. If you can start there, start there. If you can do a weekly show, do a weekly show. Heck, we're at the point now where we're doing a daily show. You know how hard it is to do a daily show?
You're way more committed than me, dog.
I did a twice a week podcast at my prior profession before this, and it was considered. I also edited all the content, and I taught myself to edit.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm going through right now. Is all of this, like, but the same point doesn't matter. Like, here's the thing. Like, the kicker is you gotta start somewhere and do things and keep working. Like, your first post, your first videos. I go back and watch my first videos. Dude, I sucked. I was the worst.
I used to not be able to listen to myself talk online.
It's bad.
Do you remember, like, at the beginning when you would hear yourself the first time on a podcast? Yeah. Whoa, I sound like that, like, right? And I mean,
what sucks is that most people go and listen to my first podcast. And so I'm like, man, I hate that podcast. I almost want to take it down, but I leave it there because I was like, you know what? It's still important to have.
It is. Dude, Hunter and I were talking about how bad you used to be the other day. We're like, man, John was really bad.
Yeah, I believe it. I get it. I know.
I'm kidding, bro.
We've been working on him, man.
I know you guys have. That's why I keep doing this, because you guys keep encouraging me. And then
man, this is a good point though. 6 months ago, this wasn't a thing.
No.
Like, what you're doing now wasn't a thing. Now you're online 7 times a week, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that means you're right. So your full-time job right now, your face is seen more than anybody, more than Anthony's, more than mine, more than Paul's, right? Like, your face is seen. Like, in theory, it took you 8 weeks to become the face of an industry. I want that to sink into everybody. So when people are like, oh, I don't have time, like, commit to something for 8 weeks. John Dye did it, and look at him now.
Today was episode 32 of The Daily Show. Now, we have all the other shows, but the other shows are all that highly produced, which I'm going to tell you something. The highly produced stuff is really cool. Like, I like it, but it's not as valuable, I think, than this kind of stuff right here. This stuff right here is so much more valuable in my mind than the highly produced, overly, there's other people that despise going live because going live is risky. And going live, you can make a mistake live.
I make mistakes every time I go live, but I just do it.
But that's what I'm saying, though.
Going back to consistency.
It goes back to being consistent and not being scared to make a mistake, because a mistake is not a bad thing. You can take
People
that.
appreciate it. I know top-level copywriters. I know some of the most top-level copywriters in the world, and they mess up on purpose. They know how to spell. They know the right grammar. They mess up on purpose because they know that people relate to it.
Right. And that's the kicker, is you got to be relatable. So it doesn't matter like what you want to do. You don't have to go out and invest thousands of dollars in equipment. You don't have to go out and make this super complicated. Literally go somewhere and start to interview people. People love to be interviewed. I've learned this. Okay. People love the opportunity to be interviewed. Go and find someone in your community, like right now, like tomorrow, like start making a list tonight. Start saying, okay, these are people I want to associate with and I want my business to associate with. Whether it be...
You read Tim Ferriss' 4-Hour Work Week, and the part where he talks about he got information from the top experts, and the way he did it was by just sending them an email and asking them to talk about themselves.
That's practically all you have to do, though. A lot of times,
it literally, yeah. I mean, I think that's how I got MK. I was like, "Wow, you're really good looking. Tell me, what do you like to do?" That's interesting. Well, not really. I could have done that. I don't remember, but yeah, I mean, people love to talk about themselves. John Dye's favorite person outside of his wife is John Dye. Right. And so because of that, like John Dye knows John Dye better than anybody else, and he will love to talk about him. He might not think he does, but subconsciously you do.
Yeah.
That's who we know the most about, so we're the most comfortable with. But at the end of the day, though, like this whole thing right here, what we're talking about, dominating the market, dominating your local market, becoming that subject matter expert. You're a roofer. You've been doing this for a long time. You know your stuff. You know how insurance companies are going to treat clients. You've been through this thousands of times. You guys are experts. Don't sell yourself short. And even if you're not that great at it, you can be, okay? And you can become better at it. But at the end of the day,
you have to surround yourself with other heavy hitters in the industry. Like there's no reason to do it alone. There's conferences, there's shows like this where you can hop on and ask questions and we can respond to questions. There's no reason for you to go out there and figure it out alone.
right.
I mean, I've seen so many people, dozens of guys in the last couple of years of just me coming through the industry from a young pup and not knowing anything about it. I still am. I mean, I still consider myself that. But I do consider myself as one of the experts in the industry. I do want to help people and help other people level up. And like me and Pate and John, we know so many good guys in the industry that even if you're in our same town, we're still going to help you. Because I really do. I look at it. You know, we have new guys. We hire new guys like, hey, I'm going to take these other company signs. I'm going to throw them away. I'm going to do this. I'm like, don't you dare do that. The only competition we have is ourselves. I really believe that. I'm not worried about any of the other guys out there. Do I want to crush them and take their soul? Absolutely. I want to be the best because that's who I am. I want to be the best. But I'm not worried about them. I'm going to focus on what I can control, and I know if I do that, then I'm going to win.
Right.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I love it. So a great example is like this morning, Eric Hunter, Precision Construction, little known fact, he does a lot of roof ceramic tile roofs, right? So, you know, we had our top Texas, Florida, New Mexico, Colorado, I think Indiana, I forget who all was on that, attorneys on, and just asking Eric questions, right? And we had a list of questions we wanted to ask. You know, Eric went deep into mortar. Well, not deep, but, you know, a lot deeper than probably most attorneys here. And, you know, when you surround yourself with experts, when you're not scared to pick up the phone, ask Eric. I ask Paul Reed questions all the time. I'm like, hey, have you ever seen this? Gary surprised. People don't know who Gary is. Gary knows a lot. I ask for Ryan Kinnenberg questions all the time. People don't know who he is. But these are guys that, you know, I've vetted people who are very knowledgeable, and I say, hey, have you ever seen this? And I don't ask them BS questions. They are usually pretty hard questions. Like if you send a picture to Eric or Paul and you're like, have you ever seen this? And you're like, I've seen that twice. You know, it's a pretty good question. But it's important to have these people, right? Like Sam Struthers hit me and Zach up this week, and he asked me a question about single purpose entities and the transfer of claim to claim in Texas from SPE to SPE, right? The only reason I know about that is because when I was at Premier Claims, I asked Zach that question.
Mm-hmm.
Now Sam is faced with the same exact situation. I'm able to provide color, and then I'm able to introduce Sam to an expert, right? But in that moment, I was able to give him what he needed, and that's valuable. But the reason I can do that is because I'm not scared to reach out.
Right.
So if you're a person that's listening to this and you have a question, reach out to me and I will put you in contact with an expert. I say that jokingly, but like not really, right? Like don't be scared to ask. John and I were talking about that earlier. Like all we do is answer phone calls all day. And
I think you answered a great question for me today. So
I usually don't have the answer, but I know who to put you in contact with, right?
Great answer. So.
Do y'all like the Olympics?
No.
What?
MK
Bro.
and I.
Oh my gosh. Are you even American?
Bro, do not get me started on this. Like all the panels, most of the sports I don't care about. Do I love America? Yes. Do we win? We're like
I care about horse racing when it's America, bro. Oh my God. Anyways, to my point, I love the Olympics. Like I get hyped and I'm so pissed that they got backed up. So pissed. So when the guy sent me that the other day in the group, he's like, hey, F these people, F these other roofers. We're going to kill them. I sent back the picture. I'm sure you remember this. Michael Phelps was like 8 years ago. He was racing that famous kid from, I think, Brazil, young guy like Chad de Clos, something like that. Wow. And they got the snapshot of Michael Phelps pulling ahead. And he's like 2 feet ahead of this guy. And when they're coming up for their stroke, Phelps is looking at the finish line, and the kid from Brazil is looking up, and he's looking at Phelps. And just that picture and what it symbolizes of just focus on the finish line. Run your race. Control what you can control. Don't worry about anybody else. Don't worry about your other competitors. Just reiterate what I just said. But that picture and what it symbolizes, I love it, man. And when you get to that finish line, don't let your foot off. Don't get complacent. Don't let your latest be your greatest. Keep pushing to be the best that you can be.
And everything except marriage. Once you get that, then your latest is your greatest. But
yeah, that's it. That's the quote of the night right there. I love it, man.
Pate, you had another announcement you were going to make tonight?
Oh yeah, do you not know?
No.
You got a baby on the way?
That's what I thought was. That's kind of where I think he's going with this.
If you didn't tell me before the podcast, I'm gonna be pissed.
Why do y'all think that?
All right, is it not that?
No, it is. Yeah, MK and I are having another kid.
What? Yeah, man.
All right, dude. Congratulations.
You were on this. I was like, dude, it was be a good time to tell everybody. Yeah.
Look at that, awesome, dude.
Man. Just one?
Just one. Yeah. So that was a big deal. It was like we didn't want to tell until we knew if it was one or more. So,
you know what it is yet?
No, we don't. We find out Monday.
Man, that's awesome. I'm so happy
awesome,
for you,
dude. That's
yeah.
good,
so there's apparently Eric Obrump from D&M Roofing will be doing some bets on this. So boy or girl, we were going to do multiples or not as bets, but we couldn't do that. So yeah, if you want to place bets on what my kid is going to be, get with Eric O. He is running numbers.
What are the odds
on whether the kid will be had here or somewhere else? Apparently, people think I'm moving for some reason. I will tell you. What's up?
You coming to South Carolina?
Today. I mean, I don't know. Not planning on coming to South Carolina. I think right now MMA is looking at opening offices, and one of those cities is Omaha. And with my client base and friends here, I mean, I don't see any reason why I wouldn't just take over Omaha and single party. I mean, I would love to always do, I don't know, 20 to 50 million out of Omaha. If there's a good storm, 100 million. And, I feel like I've got the referral partners to do that. So I don't know, man. I don't know.
How happy are the girls?
Pumped. They wanted 2 babies, a boy and a girl. So that they could have different rooms, and one be in one baby's room and one in the other. But yeah, 1 baby, so that's good for me. Also, I just want everybody to know I won't be having any more kids. I will be taking whatever measures are necessary to have no more kids.
I can refer you to somebody for that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to get the premium package, whatever it is, like as upgraded as you can get. Yeah. So yeah, this will be my last run at kids. But yeah, that's it, man. So, I'm excited. I'm going to have, looking like a 4-person sales team in about 20 years. And, yeah, it's really something we're really excited about.
We're excited for you, man. We love you, brother. Really excited for you.
Congratulations, Pate.
So yeah, I'm officially a meme.
What's the due date?
December 4th.
Nice.
Right after RoofCON.
Nice. Yeah.
What's RoofCON? October or November?
October 15th and 17th. Yeah. Yeah.
Who's
the MK's gonna be up in there waddling around.
Who's the title sponsor of RoofCON this year? Have we figured that out yet?
Oh,
yes.
Do you know, John?
I think I do know. I think I heard some rumors about this. Is it official?
Yeah, it's official.
I mean, did the check cash?
I don't know. Let me check, man. Let me check the bank out. MMA, baby.
Mosley and Associates.
The go-to.
Yep.
Dude, I'm excited about that, dude. We appreciate that for sure. It's going to be awesome to have you guys doing that. And we're going to.
And I was proud to be a part of the first one. And Hunter really, I was proud that Hunter involved me and that we were able to do that. And I was at a really rough time with business then. And when I had this opportunity, I mean, I believe in you guys. I mean, I believe in him a lot. And so when there was that opportunity, I mean, I'm always, if I can do it, I will do it. So I always say that. So,
man.
Well, thank you, dude.
We appreciate you, man. We're excited about it. Excited to have the whole MMA team up there right in Houston, right in the hometown.
Yeah, we'll do a large. Yeah, H-Town's our hometown, so we'll be doing a couple episodes of the Large Loss Lounge there from RoofCON.
Nice.
That's right. That's right.
Real excited about that. We'll probably bring in might bring in some Houston celebrities. Potentially Paul Wall. I'll see if he's first still alive and if he's available.
Just don't bring James Harden. Leave James Harden out of this.
Don't bring in any of the baseball team.
Especially not the baseball team. We can't handle that crap.
Maybe we can figure out a way to swindle.
Who's that guy that plays football that's really cool down there? Isn't there like a really cool football player?
TW Ford.
Okay.
Deshaun Watson from Clemson.
There's another dude too that's like super cool, isn't it? Isn't there like JJ Watts? Is that where he's at?
Yeah, he's going to the Patriots this year.
Oh, he did? I thought he was still.
He hasn't yet, but he hasn't yet. But
Don't say that. Don't say that. Well, man, I enjoyed being on here with you guys. I've got a freaking billion things to do.
Yeah, 100 Roof Day. Come on now, go for it.
I'm supposed to be at a Cinco de Mayo party right now.
All right.
With the girls. I'm doing this, and then I just I've got about 5 more phone calls to make. So this is gonna be a cool Cinco de Mayo party. Pate hanging out in the car. So
yeah.
That being said, Eric Obram, I'm about to call you about your assignment of calling with you if you're watching right now, and then Copper Mark Public Adjusting. I'll go on to your clients that have texted me right after that. So anybody else who wants to text me and hop in line, I'll be available until approximately 8:30 tonight.
Awesome.
Love it, man. We'll tell the girls we said, hey, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Appreciate MMA.
Glad
to have you on, man.
Tell the wives I said what's up.
We will for sure, brother.
Do that.
Thank you so much, man.
Yeah,
thanks for joining us. Hunter, thanks, bro.
Yeah, brother. See ya.
We'll see you guys. So, folks, that was Pate Smith and Hunter Ballew of RoofCON and McClinney Mosley Associates, the title sponsor for RoofCON for 2020. If you guys haven't heard, check it out. Go to roofcon.com. Tickets are available. That starts it's in October, so I think we should be good. But hopefully you guys can make it out there. It's going to be awesome. I'm going to leave you guys one last piece of advice, and this was something that someone told me several years ago. I was flipping houses for an investor, and he was a real wise dude that gave me a lot of really good advice. He always said, John, you can pay for your education because you're going to have to pay for your education one way or another. Nothing is free. You never learn anything without paying some sort of price. Sometimes the price comes in experience, which takes a long time, or you fast forward and you pay for it through getting an education. And, up until that point, I'd really spent most of my time making mistakes and paying for my education that way. And, you learn how to do things. So keep in mind when you're trying to figure things out, there are shortcuts. You can go and get an expert and have them teach you how to do marketing or have them teach you how to scale your business and how to do supplementing. We definitely help contractors with that. But that's not the point of this. I'm just trying to tell you, you can fast forward this a little bit. If you want to become really amazing at what you do, don't be scared to invest in yourself because that's probably the best investment you can ever make. So anyways, guys, I appreciate you. Check out RoofCON. Ask us about Revolt. We'd be happy to tell you all about what's going on there. And otherwise, we will see you guys next Tuesday. And make sure to check it out on the podcast if you want to go re-listen to all this stuff. iTunes, Spotify, Google Play is coming. I'm just waiting for Google to get their act together. So anyways, appreciate it, guys. Have a great night. We'll see you.